Okay, I thought for a second that I didn't mute my microphone on game, and I was like, oh god, I'm gonna be talking out loud. That's gonna be so embarrassing. I'm the only one on the server right now. I don't know what I'm worrying about. Hello everybody, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. My day has been, again, it's one of those days where I woke up and then was like, I'm gonna stream. I was gonna be on earlier than this, and then I overslept because my sleeping schedule has done the thing where, like, in the beginning of the week, it's all good, and I can wake up at a normal time, and now it's just awful and terrible, and I should get to bed earlier than I do, but I don't. I just keep not doing that. But hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll start slowly fixing that as I get stuff off my to-do list done, because I'm always trying to do things early in the morning. This morning's thing, by the way, was trying to figure out an icing recipe, but I completely whiffed it and messed it up entirely, so hopefully next time that I get it done, I'll be able to do it better. Although, I put it in the fridge, right, because it was, like, super watery. Hopefully next time, it'll set up better. But, like, when I put it in the fridge, it seems to have set up. I feel like I should keep them out at room temperature, though, just to see if they actually do. Because if I've figured out how to make it, like, actually set up, then maybe there's some hope for me yet. Yeah, no, I've been trying to figure out how to do a very specific, like, icing recipe, and it's the taste is perfect, just, I gotta get the consistency where I want it to. I don't know. We'll see about that. At least I'll see about that. I don't know, I don't really share my baking escapades on, this channel. Alright, so, I'm gonna flip on over to our medieval lo-fi playlist, well, once this song officially ends. There we go. There we are. Okay, so technically speaking, my character is doing all of this in character. This is one of those days where I'm just out of character building in order to out of character build. Because, again, I wanted to do something. It's been a while since I've streamed on Astra. I wanted to show that, hey, I'm not dead. I'm still doing stuff. So I gave out, like, a little thing on the Discord that we have, being like, hey, like, if you guys want to join for just a little itty-bitty baby stream, which, because this is only going to be, like, an hour, because I have, like, work to do, an actual real-life work, I mean. But, I sent out a little thing being like, hey, if you guys want to join for, like, a little stream, please let me know, like, love to have you join in, don't have anything planned, just sort of hanging around. And that's kind of going to be the vibe, I think, for today. So, it's stuff that my character is doing in character. It's just that I'm probably not going to be in character for it. The in-character reason is that my character has been away for a little bit. He went off to do a little bit of a task, and now he's just sort of cleaning up. So, if it comes down to it, if people, like, actually come by, then that's what my character's been doing. But, there's some stuff that I want to do, right? There's stuff that I want to do, and I don't want to do it in an out-of-character sense. Even though I did put the moon on. I don't know why. Just the vibes, I guess. It's weird seeing this place. It's nice, but it's weird seeing this place when it's daytime outside. So, I got a couple of things that I want to do, right? One of the things I want to do is actually finishing this pathway up to this area. So that way I can officially say it's mostly complete. I need to put a couple more trees around, because canonically you don't want to show, like, a place of grieving, essentially. And this is essentially just a big old place of grieving. Yeah, the light hiss, but also these shaders hiss. These shaders with the dark make it so difficult to like see sometimes. Like, hang on, let me find a really nice and tasty, like, dark spot, and I'll show you what I mean. Although these are the same ones that actually, wait, are these the same exact ones that I use on Warren? No, okay, so this is the slightly darker version that I use on here. Just because, again, it's a darker environment. So this is Hysteria. Insanity is the one that I use on Warren. It's a tiny bit lighter than this. But, like, there's a whole, like, little forest in here. I can't see it. Oh, that's a creeper. Sir. 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 Back up. Sir. Back up. Actually, no, I don't even need to walk away, because watch. Yippee! Alright. Yeah, no, we have a mod that just lets them explode. One of these days, that's going to be the bane of my existence, and that's going to blow me up on another server. I'm going to be like, la 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 la, oh look, there's a creeper, I'll just make it explode in confetti. Kaboom, gone. But today is not that day. Alright, so I'm going to move stuff. So the other thing that I want to do as well, which I'm not going to get done today, and this is going to be the project afterwards of clearing out, is, so my character has been tasked to make a memorial, right? A memorial for a pretty large group of people that died. So what his plan is, because it's a large group, and he likes doing the bigger projects for that, but in this setting, it's disrespectful to have, like, a really big, showy thing. So my logic for that is, it's disrespectful, like, up here. Like, this is probably about as big as it can get. At least that's my idea of it. But you can't really do anything bigger than just, like, a small little, like a sitting area. Or, like the little mausoleum over this way. Oh, hey, sir, what's up? I'll come back to you in a second. So you can't really do anything bigger than, like, this mausoleum over here, essentially. Like, this is about as big as you can get. And that's also probably because this is also an indoor area, right? For anything bigger than that, I'd have to imagine you have to go underground, right? That's why, like, crypts are okay. They're a big showing of death, right? But they're underground, so people don't normally get to see them. They get to be a little bit more hush-hush, like what is acceptable. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. And then, well, okay, I say and then, like I'm gonna have time for anything else. I've only got, like, an hour and a half, max, so... Either way, alright, where's my fella? I don't actually have a weapon, too. Maybe I should fix that at some point. I've also realized there's something I completely left open. We're not gonna talk about it. If you guys spot the thing that's open, you win a cookie. But in the meantime, ow. Come here, sir. There we are. Oh, and thank you for dropping your fire protection leather tunic. You had a hat on, so it wouldn't have affected you anyway. Alright, okay. So, here's what I'm gonna start with first. Let me think of the tasks that I set out. So, this area needs to get done and lit up and, like, actually have a pathway. And that's probably easier to do than what I was, like, the other things that I need to do. So I'm gonna do that real quick. So let me look at my other paths really quickly, because I have a very specific way that I lay these out. So moss, granite, cobblestone, stone. There's... Sir? Andesite, and then normal path blocks. Okay, I can do that. I can do that. Let me grab a shovel real quick. Alright. So I don't want to make the whole thing. I like how this path is, like, laid out currently. But I do need to actually get it to look like a path instead of a random collection of bits and bobs. So we're gonna meticulously get a couple of these out. There we go. Yeah, it'll look better as we work on it. We'll grab... Yeah, I got some cobblestone, so I'll just willy-nilly. Just a couple. I'll go back in with a... Let's see. Actually, you know what? We're gonna use some of the slabs on the stairs area as well. So, I don't want to do too much, like, inset into the ground. Because that's probably gonna be what I do for the... stairs. I should have not moved that crafting table. That's why I kept the crafting table there, is for stuff like this. I'm remembering now. I'm remembering too late, but I'm remembering now. I could, in theory, just put a crafting table in my backpack at some point. It's a thing that I have the ability to do. And it's a thing I definitely should have done by this point, but I don't wanna, and I still don't wanna. Why? Stubbornness, I guess. I don't know. Alright. Let's go ahead and slab it up. There we go. Up, up. Alright, and then we'll use this for something else. At some point, I also want to do another one of these streams and, like, actually tidy up this pond and make it look like a pond. Because it doesn't look like one at the moment. It just looks like a hole with water in it. And I feel like it should have a little bit more depth to it. You know what? We'll save one of these for a pathway starting here as well. Because we actually do need to make one down to this area, right? You know what? Let's clear a path that way too. So here's what I'm gonna do: is we'll clear up to here, just to make it more visible, right? There we go. And this one we can be a little bit more generous with this. There we are. Maybe one more. There we go. Alright. And then we'll probably go in and get rid of some of this path block. Excuse me, sir. There we go. There's another one coming this way. In character, at some point, I'd like to mess with the walls, because they are just, like, raggedy, torn down walls, but I'm not going to be doing that at the moment. That's an in-character activity, I definitely think. Yeah, okay, so we've got that cleared up. We could just leave it like that, but I like having, like, multiple different pathways, like, around the entire cemetery. So probably what I'll do is I'll have it go... Oops, I have to crouch because my character's a tall boy. You know what? Yeah, we'll move you. I don't like getting rid of the trees. And we'll go this way, maybe? You know what? No, I'm feeling this way, so... Yeah, because then I can actually light this up instead of just with a torch. Yeah, we'll have to terraform that cliff a little bit more, too. There we go. It's a start. This isn't going to be a very robust path. It's just a pathway to get to and from, essentially. But it is going to be a pathway. Alright. Actually, let me widen this area out a little bit more up here. Alright, sick. Alright. And then here's where I'll put the slab. Okay, so... let me go get some of the other materials that I need. So what I need is... actually, I do have moss already. And that means I can hide some torches. Alright, yeah, let's do that real quick. Let's hide the 3 torches that I have in my hand. And then I'll probably make some more with the sticks that I got. So we can't put it next to the path block. I'm gonna put one, I think, here. Boop. We're gonna put another one. Let's get rid of you. Put another one here. That's a perfect little spot. There we go. And then another one. No, let's see. Somewhere around this area, because it's really dark right here. Here? Yeah, you know what? Here feels good. Where did I have this other torch? Where did you come from? Huh. Alright. I guess I have another torch somewhere. I guess I had it out of the stack or something. Also, if I didn't say hi before, hi Autumn, I hope you're doing good. Yeah, like I said, we're just decorating today, so I can actually respond to chat. I just have to remember to actually respond to chat. I'm so used to like forgetting, like either forgetting or like waiting until a good moment, that like I usually just forget in the middle of streams to respond to people. So hopefully we, or at least I, actually remember to respond this time. Alright, let's see. Would it be in the cemetery maintenance? No, it would not be in the cemetery maintenance. Let me get a sip of my drink. Ah, there we go. Alright, so that would probably be other... yeah. I'm pretty sure there's... no, it would be other stones. Okay, yeah, here's my granite. 1, 2, 3, 4. We get 4 of that. We'll get 1, 2, 3, 4 of that. We'll get 1, 2, 3, 4 of that. Oh yeah, and the tuff was a very specific type of tuff. But I can't remember what type it was. Let me see. Let me see how I'm feeling. Also, I'm a little silly. I just remember the torch is the one that I just broke. I'm so good at remembering stuff. Alright. So. Let me look at the pathways. Let me stare at them really quickly. Actually, no. The tuff that I have is just normal tuff, it looks like. Alright. So let me pop all of these materials into my hand. And we'll just start going in with it, I think. And then I'm gonna save some of this for probably granite stairs? Is that a thing in this mod pack? Granite stairs? I feel like it has to be a thing, right? I'll run back and actually, like, try making some weird stairs and see how I feel about it. Or I'll just look at what I got. Maybe just, like, smooth stone? That would probably be good, honestly. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I'm definitely gonna add another moss carpet and add some light right here, I think. Even though this is lit, it doesn't feel right. And I also need to add a dirt right there. Not that dirt. That's the wrong dirt. That's the bad dirt. That's the wrong placement of dirt. Alright, there we go. Alright, let me grab this. Oh wait, no, there's tough right there. So let me stagger it a little bit. So we'll put it actually right here. And then I did also just need to do this to vary the textures a little bit. So let me pop you here. Pop one not next to the path block here. And then one a little bit closer to... there we go. Let me inset some of you as well. Just so it has height variance. There's that. There's... put you here. Inset it in a little bit better. And... that's better. It's not perfect. Oh wait, we didn't even add the andesite in. Alright, let's actually extend some of the blocks out a little bit. See if that makes it feel a little bit more just like a path instead of just random blocks placed in. Yeah, where you at? Where you at? Where you at, you little thing? There you are. Nice. Alright, let's throw you into here. Alright. Sick. Yeah, that's already feeling a lot better. It feels, like, coherent now. Alright, let me look at the rest of the paths I have and see what I have in terms of, like, stairs and slabs. Oh, I should throw some dirt in as well. Alright, andesite. That's a thing that we can make stairs out of. So that's probably what I'll do. Yeah, and also smooth stone. I didn't realize I did smooth stone. I think I have a bag that has smooth stone in it right now. Let's see. There we go. We'll just, we'll make 2 of these stairs. There we go. We'll also make some andesite ones. Oop, there we go. Wait, what's the other... you know what? I'm gonna grab some rocky stone, too. Spice things up a little bit. Live life dangerously. Alright, let's grab you. Nope, that's the wrong thing. There's a slab. Alright. Sick. Alright, so... yeah, there is some other cobblestone that I used, but I don't want to... I really just don't want to use it. Like, I can. It's not like that out of the ordinary, but, you know, annoying. Alright, yeah, we're gonna have to do that, and then I'll replace the stone underneath with cobblestone, because that's easy enough to get. There we go. I'll do andesite for the other slabs. You know, yeah, I'll move that first to here. Andesite, and then tough right there. There we go. And then do I want to change where the carpet's at? I do think I want to do that. We'll do that, and then we'll add the other andesite stair there. There we go. Awesome. Alright, sick. Yeah, no, that feels definitely a lot better than it was before. Definitely feels more like path-like. I'll probably add just a bit more of the fence that I have around, and then grab some lanterns. But then I think that path's done. So, spruce upgraded fence. How do I make those again? Upgraded fence. Oh yeah, I can make that easily. I just need to grab a crafting table, which I definitely should have kept over there. But we're almost done, so it doesn't even matter. Come here, I have just enough materials to make you. And then in the middle, there we go. Boop. I should probably grow some more spruce trees. I've got a bunch of holly trees around just because they're a good food source. Or a good food source in the fact that it's so easy to make them. But I don't really have a good source of spruce, unfortunately. Let's see. You know, yeah, we'll do this there. We'll add that as well. There we go. Alright. That should work. Don't need to do anything too fancy with it. And probably what I'll do is I'll make a signpost being like, hey, there's a thing this way. So that way people know that there's a thing that way. Alright, let's do that. We'll add... do I get rid of you? Eventually, you know what? Yeah. Come back here, torch. We'll do that just to indicate where I'm going to put a torch. And I'll also put one here, I think. Also, this definitely had not torches around. I think I had just normal lanterns. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. Let's make some lanterns real fast. So that way I can finish that area up as well. I also just need to... hang on. Just because we're here, I'm going to go ahead and replace some of the blocks on this part as well, because this is bugging me that I've never filled this in. Like, it's meant to snake, the path is meant to snake all the way down just to make it obvious that, like, hey, like, if you need to reach him, he's down here. But I never did it, and I don't know why I didn't do it. Oop, I should also eat. Let me get rid of some of the stuff in my hand. Candy. Let's get some apple cupcake. This is from the last lore thing that we did, so definitely need to get rid of it, just to not have it in my hand. Although I probably will save a cupcake, because my character likes to do this thing where he saves, like, little mementos of things because he thinks they're important. So he's going to save that as a memento, I believe. Because that was from Lynx's birthday. And he wants to remember his homie's birthday. If there's any birthday he wants to remember, it's Lynx's birthday. Alright, let's see. Let me really quickly make 8 torches. That feels good enough, at least for now. Actually, you know what? I always need torches. Let's go ahead and make the whole lot. Awesome. And then I know in one of these bags I have iron ingots. Or not iron ingots. Iron nuggets. Like, I could just use the iron ingots in my hand, but, like, if I have the nuggets for it, I might as well use them, right? Well, I did, but I might have actually, did I put them away? I might have put them away. No, I didn't put them away. What the heck are my iron nuggets? Where are my nugs? I know I had iron nuggets. Okay, let's, hang on, let me stare at my bags really quickly. No nugs. Definitely no nugs. There they are. I just kept skipping over them. Whoops. Whoopsie poopsie. Alrighty, let's see. Let me also take another drink. Okay. Nugs. I only got enough for 2. That's fine. We'll make some other nugs really quickly. Turn 4. I need to go on an iron quest, I think. I think that's what I need to do as well. Alright, we got 7 lanterns. That should be good enough for now. Alright, let's go ahead and replace some of the torches with lanterns. Were these probably soul lanterns? Probably, yeah. Am I going to... Actually, no, wait. Okay, you know, I'm gonna use lanterns for now. I'm gonna have to look back at my design at the end of the stream and see if this actually was lanterns. Because there's a possibility it might have been candles, because there's a lore reason as to why I put candles just about everywhere. It also could be soul lanterns, honestly. But you know what? We'll keep it as normal lanterns for now. If anything, I'll just go around and I'll replace them with, like, you know, the lanterns that are needed. Put you down. We'll grab you. Put you down. And then eventually there's going to be a lantern somewhere around here, I think. Yeah, I don't really have the materials on hand right now to make more of the candles. But you know what? There we go. That'll work. Yeah, we'll add another lantern somewhere through here. Or just normal lighting, I think. I think that could be good, too. Alright, we'll keep that as is right now, because this feels so much better than before. This area could probably use some work, but I think just this area in general needs work, honestly. But... you know what? Actually, yeah, that's gonna bug me if I don't look at it. Hang on. I know one person that I sent... There's a single person that I sent a screenshot about what this area looks like. Let's see. Oh, no, I didn't put anything there. I just kept it dark. Well, that's gonna change for that, because I like being able to see. That's weird. I can't believe I just kept that dark. I mean, it makes sense. It's a little bit more, like, ambient. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll find some way to hide some lighting. Because this is really bright at the moment. Yeah, alright. So, we've got this pathway up. Did I go ahead and add some more trees? I feel like I should add some more trees. Let me see. Not witch hazel. I don't want to put too much witch hazel in this area. We already got some. I wasn't expecting this to actually grow how I wanted it to. So, I feel kind of weird about swapping this tree out. But I also like to keep the trees inside of the cemetery, like very specific trees. So, and then not spreading outwards. So we're gonna find, we're not gonna use witch hazel again. Let's grab one of the other types of trees. Let's grab one of these, and then maybe a nice... whatever this type of tree is. Hang on. Okay, willow tree and withering oak. And maybe some holly as well. Willow, withering oak, holly. I know I have some holly... Yep, right here. You know what? Let's not use holly. I don't know why. Holly just doesn't fit the vibe right there. Willow and... withering... Okay, yeah. We just need one. Sick. And then... also grab some of these just so I can start getting some more spruce wood. Because I don't think I have that many. Actually, how many do I have of spruce? Okay, I've got a stack. Oh no, I've got 2 stacks. You know what? Never mind. I really don't need it that much. And then, where's willow? Where's a willow sapling? Do I have a Silkova tree? I feel like I've got, like, 2, I think. Ebony is just dark oak, essentially. Willow, there we go. Oh, that's one of the weird ones. Okay. We'll just grab one, enough for one of you. And then let me check over this way, because I'm pretty sure there is a Zelkova tree this way. Let me actually grab the torches in my hand so I can see better. Yeah, we've got the normal, like, oak of this area. I'm pretty sure this... No, Mr. Skeleton. Oh, Sika. We don't have that many Sika trees. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. Yeah, I don't care about the skeleton right now. Okay, yeah, let's grab a Sika tree. We don't have very many. Let's see. Okay, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Sick. Let's grab some more. Did I already put one of the special cupcakes away? I did. Okay, so I can just have the rest of these and get them out of my inventory. There we are. Alright. Well, cool. Alright, so... where is the best place to put all of these trees? Let's go with... a withering oak right here. And luckily I've been getting bone meal, so I don't have to worry about... There we go. Oh, that is such a baby tree. But you know what? I think it works. I think it works right there. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. That's such an ugly tree. Oh, honey. Okay, I don't have a stone axe. I'm just gonna very quickly make one of those. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna plant a... should I do a Sika tree right here? Let me add a little bit more dirt. There we go. Alright, and then we add the Sika sapling. I know this one's a tall boy. There we go. And then we'll slap you with some bone meal. If I can scroll. There we go. Does that probably look hideous? Probably, but I physically can't see very... You know what? You know what? Okay, I need to turn my shaders off because I need to actually see what that looks like. I get to see how everyone else sees them really quickly. Ugh, weird. You know what? That doesn't look half bad. It doesn't look half bad. This tree definitely needs to go, though. You know what? I'm not even gonna... You know, let's look at everything really quickly. So, this area, it's a little bit overgrown, but it's not, like, super overbearing, which I kind of like and I kind of don't. What I think I need to do is I think I need to add on to this area. I'm gonna grab some of this grass while I'm at it. At some point, I do think I want something next to this pond, but not right now. what? I think I'm gonna keep it as a little bit more of a cliff face right here. I'm gonna keep this more cliff basey. And then we'll add a willow tree, I think, right here. Maybe? What is your pattern? Because you have a very specific pattern. So you're like here, then bup, there. Oh, yeah. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get you to grow right there. I might have to swap some things around. Or I'll have to put... Actually, no, I don't want to put a willow tree. I'm gonna have to find some really good, like, oak trees for that way. Or this space, because I was just using it to get some water, might be good for a willow tree. You know, yeah, I think this is the space I'm gonna use for the willow tree. I just need to move everything else first. And also I'm gonna turn my shaders back on. No real reason, I just like them. Okay, let me actually... Yeah, okay. I think I can dig that Sika tree right there. I think I can dig it. I definitely need to put more of those trees around, though, because it feels so barren. Just being the only one. Or, like, the only two, I should say. Yeah, alright. Let's go ahead, let's turn the shaders back on. Boop, boop. There we go. There we go, not gonna be all spooky. You know what? I make so many things. I'm just gonna make another crafting table. I'll use it for decoration or something. I'm just tired of not having an axe. Ooh. Don't use my granite. What are you doing? That's rude, actually. Alright. So let's tree fell you. There we go. Ooh, you did not drop another withering oak sapling. I'm gonna have to pray that you turn out better. Oh, yeah, baby. That's better. I think. You know what? Yeah, I can dig it. I can dig it. It's a little bit goofy looking, but you know what? Yeah, you know, it's definitely better than the last one. So I'm gonna go around and tidy you up. Like that? Yeah. So once that grows in, it'll be a little bit steeper than the rest. I definitely need to figure out where I got your saplings from, because I'm about to run... I've just run out, I think. I think I just ran out. I had to take another drink. Not used to yapping this much. Yaposaurus Rex over here. I could have also just used the lantern in here. Alright, well, if I need a lantern, then I know where to find them. Alright, so. We've got another tree. We've got... I really would like to do, like, an overhang sort of situation, but I feel like that's a little bit too much. I like the people who like the moon to have an ability to basically pray to the moon, because I feel like that's gotta be, like, the main religion, right? Is moon-based stuff. Alright, okay, so let me go in. I don't think... I can just get water from other places. Sir! Okay, you're gonna be so annoying if I don't get rid of you. Ow, my bones. Your bones. Both of our bones. There we go. Alright. Let's see. I did want to keep you there. So let me go ahead. Actually, I'm silly. I was like, oh, I don't have much spruce at all. Meanwhile, this is what it looks like inside of my thing. Alright. Yeah, sure, Blue Bun. Sure. Alright, let's go ahead and throw what I can in here. Actually, you know what? This is gonna be a time crunch. Alright. Alright, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna throw you. Toss you. You as well. There we go. Alright. Chest, you're coming with me! I mean, we got 5 minutes, but, like, you know. You never know, it could pop out. Alright, let's throw you. Anything that seems like it could be useful for building in this area, I'm gonna throw in here. You. Granite, always a good one. Spruce planks. You know, I'll cape. We'll keep you. Withering oak, maybe? I don't know what I'm gonna use for the material. I kind of was just planning on building out of space. So I didn't really think of the color palette of what I'm gonna do down there yet. Probably more of the whites. Because I really like this this travertine, like this decorated travertine. Alright. And then you. Alright. Sick. Yeah, I'll point at the specific one that I'm talking about in case you don't know what the mod pack, like what that block is. Alright, let's you. Oak leaves can go in there. Because I'll probably definitely have like little decoration things as well. You. Calcite, travertine, diorite. Did I pick up the quartz? I don't think I picked up the quartz. Unless I'm being stupid and not looking at my bag properly. No. Oh wait, duh. I think I left it up there? I might just be being stupid and silly. Yeah, I am being stupid and silly. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna have to scoot you over anyway. Alright, almost had it. You know what? It's empty, but, like, I'm still gonna put this in. Actually, do I wanna... You know what? No. The ground is the ground. I probably am gonna go back at some point and swap that out with a nicer, like, colors and junk, but for now, it stays like that. So, I'm gonna grab the candles. I'm gonna grab the lectern. There will be a book in the middle of there as well, but I don't have that book right now. I'm gonna grab the soul sand. We'll put the quartz here because I can't remember why I had it specifically. I think it might have just been I got handed it, now that I think about it. So, you know what? We'll keep that. Those are the stuff we need for that lore. Alright, and then we'll throw the rest of the materials that was in that chest in here. So that way, whenever we actually work on this area, it'll be right there. I don't think I need the goat horn for much at all. So, you know what, we'll just keep it there. Alright, and then let me hop around, add some more trees to this area as well, I believe. Especially right here. So, let me put you here. Let me get rid of this crafting table. Up. You get to go there. There we go. That should be good. Let's see. The last time I tried, you know what, I'm gonna safer than sorry. Ow! Oh! That's not what I wanted at all! I didn't realize that was a thing that it could do! What the heck? Oh, that's so inconvenient! That's so annoying! Like, the tree that I got over here... Hang on, I need to show you what I thought this tree looked like. Because, like, it has a little bit of that, but it's not that annoying and big. Ew. Oh, but that actually... Hang on. Hang on. Hold up. If I could have somehow got that as, like, the entrance... Oh, that would have been sick. Unfortunately, yeah, no, that does not fit the vibe. That does not fit the vibe check. So, if I do this, will it get rid of you entirely? I have to manually get this away at a point. Now? No, okay. How the heck did you do that, by the way? Okay, wait, am I being silly? Did I place a torch on this thing and then just, like, forgot that I placed a torch immediately? There we go, okay. Really? That's it? That's all you wanted to... Okay. Come on. Give me the tree. There we go. Alright, and it didn't get rid of the other trees nearby. Cool, cool. Well, I have plenty of moss carpet now. Let me get rid of you and you. Okay, so now we know what that tree can actually do. It's a little terrifying, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let's grab those materials. I'll go ahead and at least slap them down again. 1, 2, 3, bop. 1, 2, 3, bop. 1, 2, 3, bop. We'll get the rest of the stuff that fell around the place. Actually, F3B. There we go. Alright, and then... Did some of it... Okay, I thought some landed inside of the open grave, and I was about to be like, oh... Oh, honey. Yeah, okay, that's better. That's a lot better. I wish that overhang went over the... Oh, am I gonna have to try to get that overhang, like, actually overhanging the, this area? Because I think that's what I kinda have to do. I think that's kinda gotta be the move, right? Oh, but it sits perfectly. Okay, hang on a second. Let me turn my shaders off again. Apply... Oh, that would be perfect. If it was just facing the other way. Ow. My bones as well. Yeah, okay, we have to build another axe and then tear it down. Ow. Let me build an axe real quick. Please? Pretty please? There we go. Okay. So let's get rid of this. Alright, we have to... There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and... Choppity chop chop. There we go. Keep going around for... stuff that dropped. Oh, there we go. Up. Let's see. What other things dropped, but didn't actually drop? Oh. This tree. Alright. Do I really care that much? I do. Waste not, want not, etc., etc. Okay, we're gonna have to go... Well, first off, we're gonna have to feed ourselves. There we go. What is the move to getting on this tree? There we go. Alright, and then... looks like something fell somewhere down. Oh yeah, that's still willow. There we go, we're back to oak. Return to oak. Where is the last of the stuff that fell? I guess down on the ground? Ow, my bones. Huh, yeah, I have no idea. Alright, let me go ahead and try again. Sir. Alright. Space, bup. Space, bup. Space, bup. Alright. Try one more time. I think if I face the other way. Well, I have to actually get the thing first, I think. So let me... let's see. I think one of these bags I have bone meal in it. This one. Yeah, I can make some more after the stream is done. Won't be too much longer now. Or I can just do that while I'm turning away. Or I can just do that. Why are you like this? You almost did the thing I wanted. You almost did it, but you're covering the entirety of what I built. Alright. Break it down. Let's start again. How did you manage to do this, by the way? Okay, hang on. I've got to fix this situation, because now it's ruining the rest of the trees around here, is the problem. Okay. So we have to surgically remove this from this tree. This tree might have to go as well, I think. And I might replace it with one of the other ones that I use for the outside. Because there's some trees that get to be on the inside and the outside. This is not one of them, obviously. There we go. There we go. There we go. Alright, that's better. Still fantastically rude, but better. I'm starting to think maybe willow might be a good material to use, just because I can't seem to get the tree that I need. Alright. We'll try this one more time. Bup, 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 bup. Bup, 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 bup. Bup, 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 bup. Okay. Could I just build a custom tree and probably have gotten it done? No, I'm horrible with trees. Okay, let me survey the surroundings. So far, I'm not loving it. Ooh, hang on, actually. This has the vibe that I'm looking for. I'll probably just have to get rid of the vines that are right here. But this is the vibe that I was looking for. Like, the overhang that goes over the entire... It's like you get a little bit of privacy, like, from the entrance. I think this actually might be the vibe. I just have to get rid of the vines. Hang on, can I F3? No, okay. Oh, there's a thing on top of the... Excuse me. Thank you. Yeah, okay. So... Yeah, I think that's the tree. I think that's it. It's got a nice shape. It's a little bit wonky, but, like, that's fine. It was a little bit outside, but again, that's fine. I'm okay with the trees going outside just a little bit. Yeah, because this one's definitely, like, way too overgrown. This one, I think, has potential. So, you know what? I'm gonna... Do I want to string it up, or do I want to... Yeah, you know what? Let's just get rid of it, like, the old-fashioned way. That way we can see how much we like it without the vines. Let's see, there we go. There we are. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's see. All right, let's take a peek. Let's take a peek. I think that could work, like, really well, honestly. Hang on, hang on. I gotta get some string or something to stop it before it gets too overgrown. How did vines get... Okay. You know what? Yeah, sure. Vines got over there, I guess. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. And I know I have string right in here. There we go. You know what? Yeah, just in case we don't have enough. Alright. Let's go ahead and vine it up. Perfect, perfect. 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 Stunning, gorgeous, darling. Alright, let's see. Boop, boop. Oop, didn't mean to do that. Just keep doing this until we basically just stunt this tree from ever really growing its vines. I'll go in and actually remove some of these vines later as well. Sir! Sir! Away! Go! Shoot! Out! Be gone! Be gone! Ow! I need to have a weapon for this character! Okay, there we go. Alright. Yeah, you know what? I can dig that. I can dig that. Definitely still think there needs to be a little bit more, like, vegetation around. Let's see. Let me see how I'm feeling. Let me take a sip of drink as well. There we go. Yeah, no, I can dig that. I can dig that. I do still want a tree right here, though. I don't know, it seems weird to have all these other trees nearby and then just not have anything, like, right in this spot. So, what's the red trees that I have? Or do I only have the red trees outside? Because I want to keep things consistent. Yeah, no, I kept the red trees outside. I do have holly trees that I could use. Oh, or what are you? Come here, you. What are you? Maple. I don't use maple in, like, any other area of the cemetery. That's perfect, actually. That'll be perfect. So let's grab a maple tree real quick. I didn't think this was just gonna be the entirety of the stream, but we live with it. We thrive. We thrive with it. Alright, let me throw my... Yeah, you know what? We'll throw half of it in. I'll have to get some flax and turn that into, like, more string, so that way I have more string to use. Mob drops. Yeah, we'll throw the feathers in there, just so we don't have that. We also throw some of these willow logs into here. I'll keep some of them in my hand, just in case I want to use them down in that other area as well, because we have so many now. That and witch hazel. So much witch hazel. Alright, white mangrove, mahogany. I'll have to see what a mahogany tree looks like. Yeah, let's see what also a mahogany looks like somewhere. Fir, Sika, palm. Definitely not palm. Do I have a maple tree? Am I gonna have to get rid of that maple tree so I can get a maple tree? Hang on, let me see what a... Okay, so it looks like you... Yeah, no, I don't have a maple sapling. Oh, that's a shame. Well, I guess I'm finding a maple sapling. I didn't realize I didn't have any maple trees. Oh, but that's such a cool tree, though. Do I just go on a quest? Do I just go on a quest to see if I can find any maple trees? Okay, you know what? Yeah, give me a second. Hang on. Let me... I don't know why I muted my mic when I did that. Hang on. Alright, let me look real quick. Let's see. So, the biomes, you'll go. Maple. What biomes are you found in? Maple taiga. Well, yeah, that makes sense. That tracks. Alright. Well, we're gonna go on a quest to see if we can find a maple taiga, actually. Let's see. So, by the looks of it, let me look at what it looks like. So it's a green area, but it's got red and white trees in it. Allium fields. It's a meadow. Tumnel Valley. Let's see. More allium fields. Forested highlights. What are you? Or forested highlands. Maybe there's another type of... Hang on, let me look at this wiki again. Okay, so... I Actually, maybe I do know where this is. Maybe I know where at least one is. It's red oak. Okay. Red oak, ebony. Another red oak. Yeah, there's a mushroom fields. Yeah, I've been through a lot, but around the map, by the way. I'm gonna very quickly show my map. Like, I've been to quite a few places. So me trying to remember exactly where a red, like a maple forest might be is a tall order, unfortunately. Let's see. Dark forest. Skylands. Red oak. Skyrus. Yeah, that's where Sika is at. Aspen. Weeping Witch. It's another dark forest. That's Cherry Blossom. It's a cemetery. Maple Taiga, there we go. Alright, so we gotta do some traveling. Oh my god, we gotta do a lot of traveling. Hang on, can I see if there's maybe a better... Okay, so... red, and then with some yellow on top. Let me see if I can find anywhere closer that might have that. That's more allium fields. Temperate Grove? No, that's not what we're looking for. Allium fields. Oh, like, literally right over this way. Man, I don't know where I'm gonna find maple trees. I don't know where I'm gonna find them at. They're like right over the way, you dingus. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna keep the shaders off. Let me see what the world looks like this way. Let me see. Yeah, big old oak tree. Alright. So if I go right over the way, we'll cut through this space. I don't want to mess with the homie graveyard. So I will take a tree from, like, not in front of their house. I should have brought an axe. Just realized I should have brought an axe. You know what? Okay, once we get to the tree, I'll work back. We gotta get to the tree first. So, there's that. Oh, but perfect. Perfect. This is exactly what we needed. Ooh, if I could somehow get one of those nice big ones, that would be awesome. Alright, let's go for... Actually, I don't think I've ever seen this area before. What are you? Oh, tiger enclosure. Understandable. Have a nice day. Okay, let's get a nice... Your other tree. You are set off from the other tree. Okay. Or, ooh, you know what? You have more chances to drop a thing. So, you know what? I'm gonna sit next to you. We're gonna warp home. We're gonna hit just /home. I'm gonna make an axe real quick. Like. There we go. Alright. Eat the bread. Back. Alright. Sick. And there's my saplings. Alright. Sick. Well, that was easy. You know what? Oop. You know what? Monkey brain. Oh, okay. Getting witch pageful stuff. This also is an area that I could have taken a chest from. Yeah, okay. I don't really want to. Maybe the apples. I'll take the apples. Could always use apples. You know what? Monkey brain wants the stuff now. Monkey brain is always in the mindset of I can always use more things. I only got one sapling from that. Okay, what else is in this area? Yeah, because this is like a generated ruins. Ow, my bones. Yeah, you know what? Monkey brain wants the stuff. So monkey brain is gonna get the stuff. I'll go through and add this to my collection of bags I need to sort through. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to do / home again. Let's plant that maple sapling though, shall we? So we're gonna plant it right there. There we go. We'll bone meal it. Ooh. Now hold up. That's kind of fire. You know what? Yeah, I like that. I dig that. I can dig that one. Is there any other trees I want to try? I kind of want to see what the mahogany tree looks like. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. Did I get all of the... I didn't get all the things I needed. You go. You go. You go like that. Like that. Like that. That. Oh. Like that. That. Like that. Eventually I'll go through and I'll clean this up, but right now I'm just trying to get it, like, loosely taken care of. Like that. Just so it doesn't cover the entrance up. Alright. And then, yeah, at some point I'll probably just get rid of all the vines, like, this way onward. But, for now, that's looking better. That tree sort of helps, like, hide this area a little bit more, I think. Yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, though, I don't know if I like that Sika tree right there. Like, I might scoot it to, like, back here instead, and then put something that's closer to the ground. Oh, hey, sir. What's up? Alright, there we go. It took you a second. There we go. Alright, yeah, let's get rid of the Sika tree. Is, like, half of that stuff gonna land on that tree and I'm gonna feel so bad that I can't pick it up? Yeah, absolutely. Oh, and I didn't even clear my inventory enough to pick up all this junk. Okay, for now, let's throw... We'll throw this one lantern. The rest of the willow materials, at least for a second. There we go. Alright. Alright, let's see if I can get up to that tree. So I can clean up my mistakes. If I parkour up... Let's try this again. There we go. There we go. Alright, F3B. There we go. Ah, and some of it's on that tree as well. Well, there's not much I can do about that one. I mean, there probably is. I really don't want to. That's wasteful. Okay, hang on. We're gonna try it. Monkey brain doesn't like wasting things. Oh. There we go. And then... from all the way downtown. There we go. Alright, so let's get a lower tree. Let me see what the mahogany looks like. Okay, well, that isn't what I really wanted. I don't hate it, though. That's actually kind of fire. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, are we doing the thing again? Okay, this time the big thing to worry about is just the bits that are going over the... like this area, like the sitting area. There's that. There's that. Obviously, it's gonna spread out, and it's gonna be really annoying later, but, like, for now, I think it kind of slaps. Alright, and then... what else? Do I want to put some more trees this way, or do I want to just kind of let it loose at this point? I think I kind of want to just let it loose and see what happens with it at this point. No, actually, hang on. Oh no, I just did that. You know what? Let's get you as well. There we go. I'll do something to clean it up a little bit later, but for now, this is good. If also just because I really don't want to spend the entire, like, the end of this stream working on doing a little bit of shavings off of a tree. But yeah, you know what? I like that. Let me look at what it looks like on the map. Yeah, it, like, almost completely covers it. Which I feel like at some point I need to move this oak tree and replace it with a bigger tree. Like one of the red trees, I think, that are on the outside. Or a holly tree. But I gotta get those bees out, and to get those bees out, that means I have to have a place to put bees, and I don't have a place to put bees at the moment. So, you know what? We're gonna leave it as is just for the time being. Let me turn my shaders on and see what it looks like. Ooh, yeah. Just having it enclosed a little bit more. Oh, and this. Yeah, okay, I like that. I like that a lot. Again, I'll probably go back and replace these right here with something else. But for now, I dig it. I dig it. I'll probably do something a little special over here this way, too. Maybe I'll just put, like, more, like, garden-ish area over that way, or another, like, water feature. There's a lot of water in this area. Alright, I think for now, at least until I can find, like, put a place for bees. Actually, what if I make it a beekeeping area? Like a small little bee area. I'll have to figure out what the MO is. Maybe I'll just put like a couple of bushes that way too. I definitely think a bush right here is gonna be the way to go. Because again, I want it to be enclosed to a point. Just because, again, that is kind of what my character would think is more appropriate. We'll also close off this wall, I think, too. And luckily, the tree just will hug the wall, essentially, so it doesn't go over the pathway that I made, which is nice, because this is going to be useful for something in the future. Alright, so what else do I want to try and knock anything else out? Or do I want to go exploring for just, like, the last 15 minutes? I might just go exploring for the last 15 minutes. Because there is a thing that I wanted to try and find. Actually, you know what? No, we'll save that for another time. Maybe I'll save that for some homies doing this next time. But for now, I think we're getting close to winding down. Let me get another sip of my drink, and I'll see if there's anything I can think of doing for the last, like, probably 10 minutes at this point. Alright, so I think the move probably here right now is just to start clearing out the area that I said I wanted to clear out. I think that's gotta be the move, right? At some point I'll work on this pathway, but I gotta figure out how I want it to sit, I think. Where are you at? Ah, you were right there. Sick. Alright, how big do I want to make this area in particular? I kind of like the idea of... Okay. So let me do my little... Let me do a walkthrough. Let me see. This feels natural. Yeah, okay. Didn't mean to open up the menu there. Wanted to see how the path works. Didn't want to see how the world works. Yeah, and then this works... I can bit off of that. I definitely think I'll keep it a little bit higher up just to make sure that my character can get in and out. Because he's a tall boy. He's a tall boy. Look at him. Oh. You know what? Yeah, this works too. Look at him. He's a tall boy. He's my tall little guy. Oh, wait. Do I not have my keybind set up to... Oh, okay, I don't have my keybind set up to be able to move around. That's fine. That's fine. Look at him. He's my little guy. He's my sweet little guy. Alright, let me get back into building, though. Alright, let's see. Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna wing it for the moment. Just, like, start getting the space, and then once I do that, I can figure out if I want this to be more natural or not. There's a lot of things that go into this, so I don't know exactly what I want to do. Because there's a lot of stuff in this area that it feels more like purposely built into things. And you know what? I think because he's specifically building an area for the dead, he's going to want it to be, like, symmetrical and nice and pretty. For some people... Hang on. It's not like a disrespect thing if it's not, because, like, he's built his cave, or, like, the workshop into a cave that was under the home, right? Right? So, he really likes this place. He likes the space. He keeps it a little bit messy and dirty, but, like, if he's respecting, like, the dead, he's gonna want it to be more symmetrical and more... But there is nature elements to it. So it's not like he's just, like, completely, like, being like, ah, well, it's gotta be completely symmetrical. And again, it's not like things that aren't symmetrical aren't, like, respected, too, because with links, let me go over to the area that I made for links the other day. Let me get that, show that off real quick. Hopefully he hasn't done anything that's, like, secret with it, because if so, oopsie poopsie, I'm about to spoil the secret on a place that I built. Alright, it's right over this hill. Yep. And it's right here. Alright. But yeah, so, like, stuff like this, he's built into the terrain, because he felt like that would be something that Lynx would enjoy more. But for the dead, it's like, well, they already have the ground. They already have that nature. Give them something that's a little bit more than that. Alright. Boop. Alright. Pop back over to home. I could do the warp, but I don't wanna, so I'm not gonna. Also, at some point, I'm probably gonna do an out-of-character stream again, where I just make this path pretty. Or I'll do it in character. I don't know. Maybe I'll see what everyone else is up to. Because we have projects that are, like, about making, like, Kaylin pretty. We have projects that are about making Aventine pretty. The pathway in between kinda is just a pathway. And I really want to change that. I think that would be really nice to do for everyone. Just, like, sitting down and finally mapping out that pathway entirely. Alright, let's go back to just sort of clearing out space willy-nilly. And then I'll go back in and I'll sort of figure out what I want to do specifically with it. So I like the idea that the cave entrance is still pretty, like, jank. And then once you get down to, like, this level, You know what? Yeah. Oh, that's an underwater area. Hang on, can I make my life easier and just build something into the water? Hang on, let me have some apples. Get those out of my inventory. Can I make my life easier and just go into the cave? I'd have to clear out a lot of water. But I think I could do it. Oop, what? Yeah. Sure, yeah, that's how that works, I guess. There we go. That's some of the water dealt with. Alright. Sick. Oop. Oh, this works. This works so much better. There we go. Now we still need this level. There we go. I don't really have that much to say at the moment. Kind of just filling in spaces, really. It's nice. It's nice to just be able to mindlessly fill in a space. Alright, let's see. Let's actually go ahead and get this coal, too. We can drop it off to our good buddy Lynx at some point. Or use it for this project. Who knows? So what do I want to turn this space into? Because my character's whole thing is about respecting the dead through life and, like, living where they can't not live. So this has to not just be a sad little gravesite. It needs to be some sort of, like, social thing, I think. I think what I'm gonna do with this space, once I fill it out, is I'm gonna just sort of, like, assess what I have, like, what I'm working with, and then we'll go from there. Because what I might do is I might make it a big, like, space, and then just have, like, a statue or a book. Or, like, okay, statue with a book in the center, or, like, near the back with, like, a water feature, and then maybe, like a seating area, like a little picnic area. You know what? Yeah. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I am going to make it... Okay, you come down here, right? Let me put you through the vision, right? Let me get you through the visions. You know, it's gonna be like the ceremony. You come down here. And then it's a big, like almost like a dance hall, I would say. Either way, it's like a hall of sorts, right? And in the back, there's a small statue, right? And then in front of it, there's a lectern that's basically like, hey, here's the reason for this area, right? Because that's what this area up top is gonna be as well, essentially. Which I should put the lectern down. I'm gonna do that really quickly. Let me put the lectern down. Da-ba-da-ba-da. Just so I can show what I'm talking about. So, actually, no, I can't put it down because it's gonna be over top. But it's gonna be, like, right here. See? So that's where that's gonna be. It's gonna be over top of the coffin. So I'm definitely gonna have coffins in the other place. But like, obviously they're going to be buried, so you don't see them. You don't really see the coffin part of the burial. You see the decorations, and you see like the niceties around. But I like this little grove area. I need to get flower pot, like a flower pot right here, so I can put the flowers in as well. But yeah, no, again, it's a social area, right? It's a nice little sitting area where you can sit and talk. And that's how he honors the dead. At the very least, the ones that he's asked to honor. With the other ones, like, there's only so much you can do. There's only so many graves and, like, fancy little things you can put. But for, like, mass deaths, it's about celebrating life, I think. I think that's the way I'm gonna word it. Like, everywhere else... Okay, let me actually go through my character lore for a second as I yap and yammer on. So, like, so for instance, this is, a grave that is important to a character on here, right? It's important to one of the other characters. I'm not gonna say who. But with that one, it's like, okay, you don't wanna mourn too much. Mourning is a very quick and simple celebration, and so it is the case of there is a memory attached to that grave, so therefore it can be small. It can be a small little thing. It's about living life, essentially. With graves of people that, like, you don't know who they have left in life, or, like, what's happened to them, stuff like this, to me, feels right. Like, mass burials are less about the memories that people held, and more about the memories to make in such an area. It's about, like, coming together and living in a different way. Hello. I don't know. My logic is maybe a little bit rambling and a little bit off. I need to actually, like, sit down and nail what my character's, like, philosophy on the big, like, burial area stuff is. At the very least, I do think this is now a little bit more private. But, again, I do need to move this area. Either way, though, I do think, like a hall setting. And I'll have to find a good material that doesn't bounce too much as well. Because otherwise the sound will reverberate, like, around the area. I'll have to grab some people and, like, try some stuff out. Maybe I just need to make sure that the ceilings aren't, like, super duper high. I don't know, I like high ceilings, but they are so echoey in this mod pack, unfortunately. Alright, well, you know, I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna actually leave this here for now. I think I'm gonna start getting ready for work. But we made some really good progress. We got, like, basically all the decoration except for a couple of trees, and that's just because I need to move a beehive, and I don't want to get stung by the bees. Because I do actually need the honeycomb for candles, because this area that I'm working on right now is gonna have so many candles. That's how my character honors the dead as well. That's definitely a big part, because all of the graves have at least a couple of candles. But I'm gonna end things here for now. So let me go on the ending screen. Whoop. So thank you guys so much, whoever decided to tune in and watch me just ramble on for an hour and a half. I really do appreciate it. Shout out to Autumn for popping in chat and saying hi and agreeing with me about it being too bright. Yeah, no, it definitely, when I took those shaders off, definitely too bright. Next stream is actually, hopefully, still going to be tomorrow, because I'm going to be hopping on and saying hi on Warren to some people. And then after that, I don't know. We'll see what I'm doing. I know next week, definitely, okay. So next week, my big focus is going to be Astra, just because I had a lot of stuff planned beforehand. But I also highly recommend looking at some of the Warren people channels next week. That's all I'm going to say. There might be something big that's happening. Definitely keep an eye on the Twitter. But like I said, my focus next week is going to be a lot of Astra content, because again, there was just a lot of stuff that I scheduled for next week and didn't realize was going to be scheduled for next week. Alright, so I'm going to go. I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys have a good one, and goodbye!